In the previous example, we left off with creating the axis system. Here I'm going to be creating some features off of the axis system. First I'm going to do is insert a body. By inserting a separate body and creating the features relevant to that body in the one location, it gives my model a little bit more stability in that everything being created is now being set in one location. I'll go into Part Design and create my initial sketch. Again, I want to make sure I'm using a position sketch. I'm going to specify my XY plane off of the axis system. And again, by doing so, I am linking to the origin and the horizontal and vertical references off of the axis system. Select OK. Here I'm going to create a centered rectangle. The center is going to fall right at the center point or the origin of my sketch. Now to constrain the height of the sketch and the width. Now that my sketch is fully constrained, I'm going to exit out. Here, I'm going to make a pad. This pad, go to the height that I need. You'll notice that the direction of the pad is also to the Z direction. If you recall from our previous example, the Z direction is set to the die direction. Preview. Now, if we take a look, we'll notice that this surface has curvature, so the bottom of the feature needs to be extended out beyond the actual surface as well. So for this, I'll just go to More, and in this case, I can specify a distance, and I will just say 100. Select OK. Now that my feature is created, I can begin building additional features on top of this pad. So the first thing I'm going to do, the order of operations is critical, is build my draft. I'll select my faces that I want to draft. I'll specify my neutral element. In this case, my neutral element is going to be the XY plane. What is my direction of my draft? Make sure that's pointed in the correct direction. I can also control the pulling direction here by specifying my Z-axis as well, however you care to do it. How far is my draft going to go? Select OK. Now you'll notice my pad has been drafted. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a hole on the top face. Now, for the positioning of the hole, the center of the hole is going to be tied to the origin here. Now, when I pick this top face, what I want you to note is that it automatically makes it coincident to the origin because I specified the origin before I picked the face. The diameter, we'll say is 15. The depth, we'll just say up to last, so it runs the entire length of the part. Select OK. Now I'm going to apply a couple of fillets, edge fillets. I want to go this edge to this edge. Preview. Again, pick this top edge. And then the last feature I want to add to this feature set, or this body, is going to be my shell feature. Let me go ahead and dig that out. Go to Shell, select the faces I want to remove. How thick is this going to be? Select OK. So now we have a doghouse. This doghouse feature is fully constrained as far as location, its position, and orientation. If at all this needs to move, I have the ability to locate this based off of all of the features that I used in my driver list. If I come in here and update the plane, for instance, goes right along with it. I can update the next plane. And you'll notice there's no fear of this falling into the next face. There's no issues with breps or anything like that. And the same thing for the orientation. If I change the angle that I use, the line that sets the angle, you'll notice that this moves along smooth. That is the basic setup for features based off of modeling superplasticity.